your weekly tips video. Wanted to talk for a couple of minutes about your worm bins. One little tip that I have is that I use this one on my kitchen bench. It's a stainless steel pot. I find them really good because they're really easy to clean, and you can get them from second-hand stores, so you can just keep one of these on your bench rather than one of those little kind of plastic containers, but those I find them really good. I just wanted to tell you this week about adding some brown matter. So if you've got a worm bin, you might find over time that it just gets a little bit sticky and a little bit wet, so you need to keep adding a bit of carbon to it, so that as in nature it would be covered in leaf matter probably if worms were under the ground, and that's the same kind of thing that needs to happen for your worm farm. So just find some leaf matter from around your house, or you can use pea straw, or you can use anything that's dried to give yourself a carbon layer in your worm farm. Last week we put some seaweed on, and I'm just going to, you can get a bag of soil. What I want to do is just talk about adding some layers onto your garden if you've got the space for it. This creates a really nice layer underneath, and you can put some more soil on just to boost your garden if you've got the space for it in your garden, which is what I like to do. If we're using a small space garden, we've got to keep adding inputs to make sure that we're going to keep getting a good crop out. So I add a little bit of new soil around my plants, and that'll just really help to boost them. And you can also mound up your leeks just a little bit now. So these are starting to grow. You can mound them up just at the bottom, and that'll get you even more of that white base that you'll leek there. So you can mound those ones up to there. They're happy with that, and go around the rest of your plants. There we are. You can see poking out from here, that's the lining I use, because I've actually got tannalized timber on the side there, so I use a lining here, and that lining is an old sign, one of the signs that they use for sign companies use, and you can usually pick these up for about $20, and they're massive. So if you need to build a new garden at any point, or you want to make another garden bed, it's a really cheap way to go about it. And just line it with, these are actually old fence palings off another part of our section, so I didn't need those fence palings and made them into a garden bed. I'm just going to put those around. These lettuces are starting to really bulk out now. Next week I think I'll be able to start picking some leaves off those ones. And my spinach is starting to recover. I think I just had a bit of a bad start. I don't think I got enough water in them at the start there when I put them in, so they're just starting to take off now. And tonight I'm going to do these bear traps, and then I'll show you how those go, because I actually forgot to do them last week, but I seem to have we don't seem to have gotten too much damage from those slugs last week, but I will do those bear traps tonight, and I'll record them in the morning, and we'll see what we've managed to catch. So in terms of all this, I'll just put a layer right over the top of this, and then we've still got another few weeks for that to kind of get in a little bit, and then I will plant some more of our new plants in through that whole area as well once they arrive. So there we go. I always love the look of fresh new soil on the garden as well. And then if you do have some, I've got to get some more, but then you can just re-put your layer of pea straw on top again. So you're just keeping on layering up your garden, and the pea straw can go around, and that'll really protect them, one from water evaporation, but two from wind and everything else if they've got a little bit of mulch around them. So that's it for this week. Oh no, it's probably not actually. I'm going to give you another, I'll do another little video check-in when I see whether I've got anything. Forced into having a beer on a Tuesday night, so that we can put some in these bear traps, and I'm going to see, oh, here we go, I'm going to pour them in this, here we go, 1 and 2. So the trick with these is just to make sure that the dirt is, oopsie, God, don't want to lose the rest of that. We're going to put it up to the side there like that, and you want to make them, fill it up like that, so that the slugs can easily just like walk right in. Alright, I'm going to leave those overnight, and then I'm going to come and check them in the morning with you guys. Nice one. Cheers. Nope, not a single slug in there, but it rained last night, damn it. And so maybe that was the problem. But oh, what are you? Oh no, you're not a slug. You're a piece of... Oh well, at least I didn't race too much beer, but it doesn't look like my plants have been chewed much anymore. Anyway, that's the other thing you can do, is just when they're young you can actually pull them off if you see them, and hopefully there's only one or two slugs. But even though those first leaves seem to have gotten a little bit eaten, the rest of them seem to be just fine.